I'm Frank Lezitz with Vyral Marketing. You're going to meet Scott Sillari with RealSync. We're going to talk today about the three most popular real estate agent automations that you can put in place in your real estate business in your tech stack. Like that, Scott? That's the
I
lingo,
do.
right? The tech stack. Basically, it's a fancy way of saying you have all the software that you need to buy as a real estate professional that you're paying all these subscription fees for. But you have to log out of that one to log into this one and log out of that one to log into that one. And what if the information from that one can push to that one? And RealSync is a company that I highly recommend. They integrate with Vyral Marketing, which we'll talk about here today. But they're essentially a company that does middleware. So middleware is the industry lingo for like a Zapier type of product that gets software to talk to each other and to integrate. But what they found was, the real estate industry had such niche software that it wasn't working with the big middleware companies, that RealSync went out. Actually, Scott here went out and built relationships with the CEOs of many of these software companies to get what they called an open API, if you will, to get things to talk to each other. And you can go to realsync.com, RealSynch.com, sign up, and start integrating your software so it's talking to each other. So those integrations are called automations. That's the language. So if you were to go buy RealSync, or what's the demand, what's the biggest demand for the product, we're going to talk about the three most popular ones today. And if you're watching this and you share it, so if you go take the link that you logged in to see this, or the link, if you go post it on your social media, if you go make a post on Facebook and let people know about this webinar, and on that same link that you used to register, there'll be a replay that people can access when this is all done. So the same link is where the replay is. If you go post it on social media about what we're doing here, about these popular automations, just take a screenshot, either with your phone or using your snipping tool or whatever it is in Windows or Mac. And if you email it to Scott here, it's Scott, SCOTT, at realsync.com. Why don't you toss your email in the chat, Scott? Scott will get excited because, you post about the webinar on social media, and he will reply back with a code to get your first month of RealSync for free. Right, Scott?
Yes, indeed.
So let's get started. So let's talk about the first most popular automation, which is syncing your Google contacts to your CRM. Tell us about that, Scott.
Yeah. So imagine that you bought a smartphone, like an iPhone, let's say.
Android.
Sure.
Yep.
Whatever type of phone, Google phone. I don't. Is that Android? Yeah.
Jitterbug.
Phone. Usually when you set it up, if you have Gmail, it asks you to allow to sync your contacts with your Gmail. Most people do that when they set up. However, if you haven't done it, we have an article on how to do it with screenshots and everything else. Very straightforward. But most people allow that to happen, right? So the idea is when you meet someone face to face, you talk to them over the phone, whatever you want to say, you save their contact in your cell phone. You immediately then get that information in real time into Google Contacts and then into your CRM.
All right, I want to pause what you just said there. So when you're a real estate professional, as a CEO of Vyral Marketing, I could say this, the biggest source of great profitable business is your database. When a client comes into us, I say, how many contacts do you have in your cell phone? You're a real estate agent, you're putting contacts in there all the time. Just put them in your phone. And most people use Gmail or Outlook. You can get those contacts in your cell phone to sync to Gmail or Outlook. Now that's something you have to do on your own. That's not a RealSync integration.
No, yeah.
But once you can manage to get the contacts from your phone into your Google Contacts, let alone all the people that you're communicating with through email are probably in your Google Contacts. How do you get those Google contacts, those relationships, those METs into your CRM so they can start getting marketing? And that's the first most popular automation. Is that right, Scott? Your Google Contacts integration?
Yeah. So that's the first most popular one. And that part that I just explained is once it's active and you're using it, you add, and so the value too, as you know, Frank, is how many leads or people are getting missed or follow-ups are getting missed because you put them in your phone,
but they don't get in the CRM.
But they don't get in the CRM.
Yeah.
So we know all these CRMs have really great automation now, or you can send a welcome email. That's what Frank highly recommends. Like the number one email you open, you send a welcome email. Thanks for having the conversation with me today, or whatever that communication was. You have to do that right away. If you forget and it's 3 months down the road and you remember that this person you added your phone never got into your CRM, they've forgot about that conversation, right? So
Yeah.
it's imperative that it happens right away. Now, the other part to this integration, Frank, or this, Google to your CRM and your phone to your CRM, is when you're activating it, we can walk you through it, but you can migrate all of the contacts that you have in your Gmail into your CRM with a one-time push, and you control it. And what I mean by that is you can go, all right, I know all the people like in my Gmail with like a gmail.com or this type of .com. You can like filter it. And we have, again, we have videos on this, but like you can filter it and then add a tag to all those people. And those are the ones you push in. So now you can like migrate in all the, okay.
Got it.
Yeah. So
You know a lot about this. Let me step back.
yeah, because it can get overwhelming a little bit, but
Inside your CRM, you probably want to have a list of all your Google contacts that are all sitting there that anyone can call at any time. Let's call it your sphere or centers of influence at like the loosest definition. RealSync will in real time, as you're adding new contacts to your Google contacts, push them in where you want them to go. So if you want your Google contacts in real time going anywhere, that's why you pay them the money. Now, yes, can you use a product like Covey? Someone asked, COVVE, to do a quick export out of your phone to a spreadsheet and do the import? Yes, but it's not live constantly as one is added to automatically syncs over.
yeah,
That's the beauty of RealSync.
Yeah. Or if you add, like you had the contact in your phone, you add an address in Google to that contact, right? That's going to then push that update over into your CRM too, right? So it's all happening in real time.
And last point I want to make about the number one most popular integration is Google Contacts, like getting someone's Google contacts and extracting them, right? If you're an individual agent, great. Here's all my Google contacts. I can pull them, but then I have an integration where whenever I add someone new ends up in there, it goes to where I want it to go. That's the beauty.
Right.
But I want to talk to team leaders and brokers really quick. Is we have a client of ours with a new thing we're doing at Vyral. Is they have a team of about 20, 25 agents. And, they're all freaking out where the decline in transactions, how they're going to get business because the online stuff and the third party stuff is trickling down. He had every single agent on his team export their Google contacts into their own email marketing account and began running a 36 touch from each agent to each agent's list for lead generation. So if you're a broker or you're in a market center or a brokerage, whatever, right? A
Huge team. Yeah.
Yeah. Think about, it's not just your Google contacts. Think about the Google contacts of all of the agents on your team or in your brokerage. And imagine if you can have a live feed into all of them. Give that some thought.
Ding. Yeah.
Now we can push those Google contacts wherever you want, but that's not the point. The point is that the live automation is there. That's the number one most popular integration. Second, Scott, let's move on. Second most popular automation integration, all right, is now you have all these contacts sitting in your CRM. How do you get them over to your email marketing program, which is typically most CRMs keep that separate for your big blast emails of general information? Because you're not going to put all your Google contacts on property drips. You're not going to put all your Google contacts on a free home value report. Those are specific buyer and seller lists.
Yeah.
What's the long-term nurture campaign? You're just going to kind of, for lack of a better word, just dump all of your sear on. That's general in nature. We got to pull all the contacts from your CRM into now a separate email marketing account. And this is a really popular one with Vyral. We use a service, at least right now, our provider is Emma, and RealSync will set up the live automation between your CRM and Emma. So when a new contact goes in your CRM from whatever source, one of those sources, Google contacts, it pushes, boom, right into the email marketing account. Is that correct, Scott?
That is correct.
Scott, thank you for building this.
You're welcome.
Thank you for going out.
I still work for you,
talking to
Frank.
all
I
this-
still work for you. Yeah.
By the way, just so you all know, Scott worked for us at Vyral Marketing for quite some time, had an opportunity with RealSync, and Scott married my wife and I. We have a pretty good relationship.
Yeah, we're good friends. We're good
Yeah.
friends. But yeah,
So-
no, I love it because, well, one, everyone needs to know that it's available, and it's available with, like I said, 6 different major real estate CRMs in the space. But yeah, like that just happens immediately.
Scott,
So,
how many
and you have
CRM
control.
How many CRMs are there? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Tons. Too many.
Yeah.
Too many. Yeah. Yeah.
So look,
I mean,
for point number 2 is like you get RealSync.
Yeah.
You attach it to your CRM and you just everything out of there, probably with some parameters.
yeah, so you can do new lead, or you can control it if you want. If you feel like
Correct.
you're getting a lot of new leads you don't want for some reason,
Mhm.
most people just do every new lead. Or if you had a contact in, let's say, Boomtown, but you had no email for some reason, and you add an email, it will push that over then, because there's an email that's a requirement for Emma or for Vyral, right? You got to have an email because you're sending an email. So yeah, so that happens all in real time. It's fantastic. And it's so simple.
It is fantastic. So
Yeah.
I want you to kind of see the chain here. Google Contacts into CRM.
Phone. Yeah.
Phone. Yeah, I'm sorry. Phone to Google Contacts into CRM. And then from CRM pushing into an email marketing account, which for most CRMs in the real estate space, the email marketing account, like your MailChimp, your Constant Contact, your My Emma, is separate from the main CRM. They don't want a bunch of agents going into the main CRM and just hammering it through their servers. It would ruin the property drips and the home value report drips.
Yeah, you get
Right.
tons of unsubscribes if you're not talking. You know, you want the ones you're putting on those drips, like you said, in the CRM, you've had a conversation with at some point, right? And you've gotten permission. I mean, that's ideal.
Third most popular integration. This is where the money is. So now there's the email engagements, the people opening the emails, and especially with the way email tracking is going, it's really the people clicking the links. A lot of your opens, by the way, are lies now because software is opening the emails and it triggers the open.
Yeah.
So just so you know, Scott, when you see the open rates, wow, my open rates are really good. It's because
Nah,
Apple's opening it, not the human.
Yeah.
So the only way you really know is with the click. They actually click the link in the email, right?
Right.
So you send an email out to click here to go learn more back to your website. So actually tracking who clicks the links in the emails. So you or your appointment setters or you can prioritize your follow-up. Now, typically you have to go log into the email marketing program and go look it up. And it's out of context. Then you have to go type the name back into the CRM to figure out who is this person. Oh, it's a client. Glad I do that. Or this is a past buyer or seller, right?
Right.
You know? But what's really special about RealSync is the two-way automation. So when someone, it depends probably on the email program, at least for Emma, I know this,
Yeah.
is when someone clicks a link or engages, that information is sent back to the CRM and notated on the record.
Correct. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So let's
And
say,
oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm Scott. I'm just
No,
excited.
go ahead. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I know. It's great.
Okay.
Well, all I was going to
So-
say was some email systems have more in-depth data about the clicks than others, right? But you can always see the click.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So imagine as an agent, and not just your phone and your Google contacts, but there's other sources just automatically pushing in the CRM. And whoever's going in that CRM is going into the email marketing program. And you're doing something like Vyral Marketing, which you guys can go check out. Some of you might be customers. Go check out Vyral Marketing or go hire anyone. Just go do some type of touch program, obviously, to list and see who's clicking and engaging on the stuff. And that information goes right back in the CRM. So it's right there in context. You
So
know,
let me add a little something there. While the information's coming back, Frank, you can apply a custom tag to that contact, right? So then your sales rep or ISA or whatever can then be sorting by that custom tag and have this call list of people that they're following up with every morning that have engaged in the email, right? In addition, it's also obviously adding a note on that contact of what they clicked on. So you can see that in real time. There's a timestamp on it. You know, they clicked at 12:45 Pacific on the seller lead generation link,
You
the
mean
home
they
value
click
link.
on? You mean they click the link to watch a video on the 3 things you must absolutely know before you sell your home next year?
Yes, yes. They click that link.
Oh my
You may
goodness,
wanna-
Scott, I want to know that right away.
Yeah, yeah. And then some of these CRMs as well have ways that you can automate notifications, right? On that are associated with a tag. It just depends on the CRM that you're using, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot that you can do with it when that info, that real-time info gets back in the CRM. There's a lot of action you can take on it then, right?
Now, what I want to do is I want to transition to, I have a little sermon I want to give here for you, Scott.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. What we just talked about is exhausting. Sitting down when you're a salesperson and looking at your CRM and talking about automations and getting this tag to talk to that tag and that to talk to that, makes some people want to jump off a bridge. All right.
Yeah.
Me being one of them. Because in real estate, you start off, you are a salesperson. You are on the phone, you are making calls, you are making things happen, you're bringing in leads, and you have this complete economic uncertainty constantly behind you. What happens if my deal flow stops? I go bankrupt. Right.
Right.
So you kind of have this anxiety of like, I got to be doing, making calls. But then you make this shift of like, man, that's still kind of me running into a wall every single day of just kind of me in the business. How do I get some leverage for myself? How do I build a team? How do I get like maybe some people to support me? And you realize the people that you hire to get the most out of them have to be really efficient. They need to be able to sit down and do their job with like minimal training. And so they get up to speed quickly when you start building a business. And the ability of anyone watching this, hear me clearly, the ability of you to slow down on a night or a weekend, late night, on a Sunday night, and think about what we just said here, to like sit down, log into your CRM and set this stuff up, especially if you have agents, is what's going to transition you from being like the producer rainmaker model into a business owner. And if you go read, just Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant, when you go from being, an employee, well, no one here is an employee, but you go from being self-employed to a business owner, what makes the jump from being self-employed to a business owner? Well, it's you own a system. It's not even the staff. That's replaceable for the most part, except your leadership team. You're gonna have turnover. It's the system. It's these automations set up of this going here, this happens to generate the lead. And the automation is these 3 most popular automations through RealSync will help you in that transition from being a self-employed individual to a business owner. So let's wrap it up, Scott.
Yeah.
First, we talked about making sure all the contacts in your phone are getting into your Google contacts. They can Google that and set that up. That's not you, but getting all the contacts in their phone over the Google contacts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Then you can send those Google contacts anywhere with an automation, but the most popular one is into the CRM.
Right.
Right. And you can set up rules for that if you want to filter down some way. Cool. Now they're in the CRM, there's not much you can really do with them because most of them aren't going to let you blast out emails through the CRM to a list like that.
No, it'd be the ones, it'd be the one-offs that like you just spoke to and went into your CRM.
Correct.
Right.
Ooh,
So
ooh,
like
you
the
sound
newer
good.
leads, huh?
Did you adjust your mic? You sound good.
Oh no, I just got closer to it. Sorry.
I'm one of those guys.
Yeah.
I know audio. All right. So
Hi.
the third step is getting those contacts into CRM, including all your other leads and everyone, like probably in addition to your Google contacts going in there, into a kind of a bulk email marketing program. Right.
Yeah.
Send them stuff. Go check out Vyral Marketing. Hey. All right. And then for the people that click it and engage with it, pushing that information back to the CRM to automatically prioritize in the CRM a lead list to call. Oh, you're talking to 2 sales and marketing guys. When I say that, it excites me because there's business and there's opportunities and appointments. But really what excites me more is I can hire someone that's not too expensive to just do that because it's so simple, where the system is doing a lot of the work. And just like, look, you just send the emails out and it builds their lead list inside the CRM. If all that works well, follow me.
Yeah.
Do you guys integrate with Facebook audiences yet?
Yeah. I mean, not through our platform, but we set them up for people.
Yeah.
can.
So whether it's with RealSync or not, and there's a gazillion, but let's throw one more out there for you guys, is getting your CRM to sync with the Facebook custom audience. So not just the CRM syncing with the email marketing program, but how can you push everyone in your CRM to Facebook as an audience? So you can run ads to those people if those emails match up to their Facebook account. Whew. So that's another cool automation. Sometimes some other middleware does that, but that's probably something you guys can do at some point.
Well, we can. So you can hire us just for a couple like service hours, and we could set that up very easily for anybody, because there's like we can customize Zapier to do that, I believe. Yeah.
So Scott, we got some questions here. Just
Yep.
go ahead and type the answers to everyone. But for the sake of the recording, I won't answer them here. They're very specific. All right.
Okay.
But our promise today was really simple. If you're watching this replay, thank you. We wanted to give you the 3 most popular automations in real estate. They are Google Contacts to CRM, CRM to email marketing program, and email marketing program back to CRM with who's engaging with the emails. And if you're a broker or a team leader, scaling that through your agents is huge.
Can I say one cool thing about that, what you just said?
Sure.
With the broker or team owners, when you're onboarding a new agent, part of the setup with the Google Contacts
give me your
to
list.
CRM. Well, right. You're always doing that, but it's like this export, and like you have to bribe them almost to get it, right? Because they don't want to necessarily give it up. So now you can add their personal Gmail into the integration as you're setting it up, and it will send them an email to enable it, and then you can just extract it all. So it's part of your onboarding with new agents.
Cool. All right, guys. So I just posted the registration link for this webinar. In about 10 minutes when we're done, it's going to turn to where they can register to get the replay. You go write something on social media about the event, take a screenshot, send it to Scott here, scott@realsynch.com. He'll send you a code to get your first month of RealSync software for free. How's that, Scotty?
Sounds awesome. Yeah, I look forward to helping anyone with this process. And yeah, I mean, it's easy to sign up, but to get it going the right way, we're happy to help you and get on a call with you to make sure it's all set up.
And for any of you interested in viral marketing for those very emails, that's why we're doing this together. Go check out getvyral.com. We implement a 36 touch program with video at a high level out to that email list, your whole database, so people engage and respond to you. So you know who to prioritize your follow-up with, who's clicking on the links. You guys can go to getvyral.com, learn about what we do. There's a link there in the chat, getvyral.com. Company's called Vyral Marketing, VYRAL. And you can go to the website and download our official video marketing plan for your 36 touch, what a lot of top agents around the country use, right on the homepage. Check out the website, the pricing's on there, guarantees, how it works, reviews. And when you're ready, you can go book a free strategy call with us, and we'll talk to you just like Scott will talk to you to help you out. All right. Good job today, Scott.
You too. And what's great about Frank's touch program is he has all of the content already written for you, right, Frank?
Yep.
Yeah. So, it's pretty amazing.
9 million emails a month. It's a big
Holy
check,
goodness. That's a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'll let you go there. Thank you very much. Good job, Scott. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, Frank. See ya.